What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back another video on the channel. And I told you on Monday, a lot of new chicken spots, mostly hot chicken, but a few Korean places that I just found out about have opened up recently. So I decided to try another one, and I love my chicken. I eat a lot of chicken on this channel, I know, but they don't call me the Chicken King for no reason. I went to a place called Gobong Chicken. It is located in Carlstadt, New Jersey. 4.8 out of 94 ratings on Google, 5.0 on Yelp. A lot of people ask me about Yelp ratings, so I'm going to try to add those in as well. And on DoorDash, it has the green medal, which is for the most loved, most popular restaurants in the area. The menu looked amazing, pretty affordable. Each order of chicken will run you, this is the mixed chicken I got, the most popular dishes. So I got 2 chicken, and then the third most popular dish, which is over here, as well as an order of the cheese snowing fries. The chicken is $13 for 8 pieces of mixed chicken. You can get just wings, you can get boneless, you can get bone-in, or you can get the wings, drumsticks, etc. But I got the mix so I could try the different cuts of meat. The mix comes with boneless, it comes with a wing, it comes with the chicken strips as well as the drumsticks. So I'm drooling, I'm not gonna lie. Smells really good. I also have over here the crispy, sweet and spicy rice cakes that I'm going to try. And like I said, the cheese snowing waffle fries. So that is what's on the agenda today, as well as 2 coleslaws, which they threw in. They did throw in a can of soda, but I didn't specify in my to-go order what I wanted. They gave me a can of regular soda. It's over there, so I'm looking at it. I don't drink regular soda, but I always got Coke Zero on hand. So that's on the agenda, man. Let's get into this video. I am not gonna hold y'all. I'm super excited. This food feels so good, and it's still super hot, so let's go. The #1 flavor that is ordered at Gobong Chicken is the sweet and spicy, which is what you see over here. It has, like I said, all of the drums, the wings, and the thighs. It's basically mixed chicken with boneless in there. I'm looking at this strip or this drum. Is it a drum? Yeah, it's a drum. Oh boy, this looks like it's gonna be good. Here we go. Look at the coating on that. Look at the amount of sauce that's on here. Fam, y'all need to just move here. Like, I don't even know what to say no more. I know a lot of people probably like, man, how the hell? This food bangs. Sweet and spicy. Again, the perfect balance. Spice level, they specified their sweet and spicy is mild spicy, and that is exactly what I would say this is. You definitely get a lot of that sweetness in here, but then the spicy comes in. It's not super hot. I'm not gonna start sweating or anything, but it's just enough to let you know you're eating sweet and spicy chicken. Damn. Yeah, this is fantastic. It's like there's so many places that open up, and I'm like, how can this get even better? And it's not necessarily even better or worse at this point. You're not gonna go wrong trying this. They put a lot of sauce on theirs. And I kind of like that because it really does flavor this chicken up something serious. All right, let's get, is it a boneless? Or is this a, the next thing is a boneless. Let's get a boneless. Let's try it out. Their #1 ordered type of chicken was their boneless. And I'm honest with you, while the boneless is still good because the flavor's there, I disagree. The drum was super juicy compared to the boneless, but not to say this bad or anything. Look at this. What the hell is this? Yeah. They got a wing? Hold on. That's a wing. All right. Let's go with the drum. The wing version of the drum small version, not the drumstick. Yep. Bone in is better. So juicy. Sauce leaves you salivating, man. Oh, Lord. This is very good. Especially for people who don't like things that are overly spicy. I think you'll really enjoy this. Personally, when I get sweet and spicy, I would prefer it just a little bit more on the spicy level. But that's just nitpicking compared to the other sauces that I've had. This is still a very good chicken. So we got a drum here. I'm me see if I can get one more. Whatever the hell this is. I don't know what this is, but look at the sauce on this, bro. Turn that around. Look at this. You know this thing's gonna be juicy. This might be a boneless, skinless thigh. It is. Oh, yeah. Yep. If you don't know, off camera, I spend a lot of time eating boneless, skinless. Let's try that again without an edit. I spend a lot of time eating boneless, skinless chicken thighs. The skin on this one is still super crispy because it's a thigh. Really, really juicy on the inside. I'm gonna put that down. You know how easy it would be for me to house all 8 of that like nothing? For $13, you get that. A lot of chicken, big pieces, really, really flavorful. That is definitely something that I would eat again. There's just way too many good places around here at this point. But I have to wipe my hands off. Got my paper towel over here. I'm eating it, I'm sorry. With the coleslaw. Let's go with the coleslaw. Let's go with the coleslaw. You know I like the slaw on here. Let's go with the slaw. Hey, man. Hey, man, you photobombing me. Come on. Oh, wait, I got a fork. I'm sorry. Bang. And bang. I saw they had chicken sandwiches on there, but they didn't have the fact that you could put sauces on there. If you took that thigh and put it on a piece of bread with that coleslaw, watch out. But still, very, very good. This is getting tough at this point, man, but all this stuff is in the mid to high 9s. Like, it just is what it is for me. I can't really find much wrong with it other than the fact that I would have just liked it a little bit more spicy. And possibly, some of the other places that I've had, the chicken is skin, as far as the breading, is still a little bit more crispy, but the amount of sauce is going to negate that. And I don't really have a problem with it. I'm just splitting hairs at this point. So, with that being said, 9.5 out of 10. So what it looks like you get on here, just to kind of like bring it home, because I couldn't tell when it's all like packed up like this, it looks like you get 2 of the thighs, 2 boneless, 2 drums, and then 2 wings, which would make 8, right? 2 of the thighs, 2 wings. I'm tired, bro. That makes perfect sense. That's really good. And to be honest, I'm happy they didn't give me like actual chicken breast, because I wouldn't have wanted it. The boneless version would have been way better. But let's move on to the second most popular flavor, which was the honey butter. That's a flavor that I've never had from a Korean fried chicken spot, so it seems like it's an interesting... Oh, y'all hear that? Yeah. Oh boy. Honey butter on a drumstick. Look at this. Hold on. I don't even know where to bite this. Oh, this might be a banger. Pretty good. That's pretty good. One more bite here. Almost bit the whole top of the drumstick off. Here's the thing though. This is very good and it's different. My only issue, as far as the sauce goes, usually there's a good balance of sauces when I have Korean fried chicken from anywhere. I'm getting way more butter than honey. Which, to be perfectly honest, because the chicken's so juicy, I don't mind, but it seems very rich. Still good. Just not as balanced. But we try them all. So, what is this? The boneless. Yeah, this one has a ton of sauce on it. The butter overpowers the honey just a little bit for what I was expecting. Going with the slaw too. If it was a little sweeter, it would have been like out of bounds good. What really makes this place, from what I have between these two flavors though, is the chicken itself is cooked really well. So it just comes down to, we got the thigh. What kind do you like the most as far as sauce goes? Or the cut. Because I've had every cut of chicken they've had, and they're all juicy. I think my personal preference, though, are these thighs. That's so good. That is good. Now I gotta get a wing in here. This is a crazy looking drum. I'm actually gonna go with the flat. Here's your flat. That is good though. Kind of reminds me of Red Lobster biscuits. They're kind of buttery, a little bit sweet. Wished it was a little bit more, but with the seasoning on there, seasoning reminds me of like that Red Lobster, minus the cheddar part. We specify that. Still some nice crunch, which I'm sure you can hear on these. But I think they have like 3 or 4 other sauces. The honey butter for me, which I've already said, just a little bit too much butter and not enough honey. The balance on that isn't completely there. It's more buttery. It's still good because of how it's cooked so well, but compared to the other one, which was a lot more balanced, I would prefer that. That one I would give an 8.4 out of 10. Let me get a little of this Coke Zero real quick. I don't know where the hell this came from as far as how I like Coke Zero so much now. Still ain't overtaking Sprite. But for some reason, every time I try to order Sprite, they don't have it. They're running out. This is Walmart, bro. What's going on? Anyway, let's try one of these waffle fries, or probably several, with the cheese snowing sauce. You can also get, should say the seasoning, you can also get this on their chicken as well, but I only got one stomach. They did not skimp on that cheese sauce. It is all over these. And as you can probably hear, the fries are fried really well. That cheese sauce is a lot of people's favorite. The issue with it with me, if I eat too many of those, I start to feel like, I guess flavor fatigue would be the thing, because it's a very intense flavor. So it's nice to try, but I wish there was something more to kind of, I mean, you can use ketchup, which they do bring with it. There's no other sauces in here. Let's try this with the ketchup, because I feel like it needs something to kind of give it like more of a, I like a little more balance in flavors. I know I use the word balance a lot, but that's more of what I'm talking about. When I get things that are one note, where it's a very intense flavor, I get a flavor fatigue. Anything but ketchup. Ketchup for me is just like it overpowers. But I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I think these are good. You can see because I keep eating them. But I know after 1 or 2 more of these, I'm not going to want to have any more. As far as the fry go, waffle fry, obviously it's very well seasoned. The fry has a nice crunch on it. Yeah, I reached my threshold. There it is. That's crazy. Cheese sauce for me just a little too intense to eat a lot of them, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that I wouldn't want a ton of them. So if I got an order of that and I was sharing with friends, I really wouldn't have an issue. But you know how I am, and probably some of y'all are, we don't really want to share. We want it all for ourselves. I would give those a 7.5 out of 10. I do want to try this though. Maybe if I slaw it. You slaw it? I slaw everything now. That helps. There it is. Or if I go in with the sweet and spicy, let's try that. There it is. With all the sauces on it, I would probably bring that up to about an 8.2 out of 10. I like to cleanse the palate with a little bit of that Coke Zero. I just gotta make sure because I don't like flat soda. Some people I know like flat soda. Some of them are in my Twitch stream. It ain't me. I'll just leave it at that. Now we have the sweet and spicy rice cakes. This is the number 3 ordered thing on their menu. Personal note, I'm not the biggest fan of rice cakes for this reason. The texture for me, it's kind of like chewy, which it's supposed to be. I don't really find enjoyable, but I'm doing the top 3 rated things on the menu, so I'm still going to try it. I'm going to try to keep that in mind when I do rate it, because I know a lot of people do like these. So I'm going for more of what the sauce tastes like with the cheese and everything else, more than just the rice cake. So I'm trying to like take my own passion out of it. So maybe I'll give 2 ratings. We'll get into it when we get there. But let's get a nice big, wow, okay, yeah, so let me get more cheese in here. Is that tofu? I don't know. Let's find out. It's still steaming. You can see my food is still very hot. That might be the most enjoyable rice cake I've ever had. I can see why that's so damn popular. Even I like that. And again, most times I try these at places, I'm not the biggest fan. The texture's usually off. This one still has a little bit of that chewy texture, but it's not like annoying chewy. It's not that much of a. This one's actually like the best I've had. Again. Now, I'm not an expert on these. I'm not sure, but there's definitely something that's fishy, or like a fish. I'm not sure if it's this or what. I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me. I didn't look at the description purposefully. But I like the balance of the flavors with the cheese and that fish flavor. But the only gripe I have about it, again, we're being transparent, and I'm trying to like keep an open mind when it comes to this. The sweet and spicy sauce, it has like a tomato like base, it seems like. And I mean this with like not disrespect. It kind of reminds me of like the sauce that comes in SpaghettiOs or like Chef Boyardee. Like there's a tomato, but it doesn't taste like real tomato kind of taste to it. I like Chef Boyardee. I'm not gonna lie, I grew up eating little raviolis and stuff. But I'm just trying to put you in the mind of what I'm tasting. You know, I'm not saying it in a bad way at all. It definitely has a little bit of a spicy, but again, it almost seems like they don't tone their spice level up like the other places that I've had. It's not as spicy. Even the other sweet and spicy wasn't like that. But overall, I've had sauces that were better from other places, but the rice cake itself from here is the best that I've had. So I'm like right there on the fence. I don't know if that makes sense to people. I'm trying to put my thoughts into words here. I don't feel like it's landing. But I'm trying to articulate myself the best. But let's get one more bite of this. Well, I do like that though. That's better than the ones I've had, like as far as the texture. Super enjoyable. I can see why it's so popular. Still, I'm not the biggest fan, but I would eat this again 100%, which is a large step for me, because most of the time I've always said, I'm not sure. That's not the case with this. I would give that an 8 out of 10. How's this restaurant? Another one. That's very good. The chicken is cooked perfectly. I think it all comes down to what sauces suit your taste. And they do have like 2 or 3 other sauces on this that you might like more than me. But the biggest thing for me, and again, you can buy this without sauce, is how well you cook the chicken, what the breading is on the chicken. I sound like a damn chicken dissector. That's wild. But I hope you get what I'm saying. They can also cook a very good chicken. Those thighs, I don't really get those from a lot of places. And for the thighs alone, I would go back just to get that. I want to see the other sauces and kind of try them. And believe it or not, I would eat those again. And that's rare for me. The fries, again, the cheese is a little bit too much for me. But overall, I think this place is very good. It's right up there neck and neck. I wouldn't say, okay, it's the best one. But it is definitely just as good as it's not. You wouldn't go wrong eating here as well. There's a lot of these places around here that are so good, and I'm happy about it. They had a 4.8 rating on here. I would safe to say it's somewhere in the 4.7, 4.8 range. That's very fair. Other people might find the sauces more enjoyable and things like that. I gave you my preference on why I prefer a little spicy, or this one isn't as balanced, but what comes down to is, can you fry some chicken? And the answer here is yes. So I recommend that you try it. And I can see a lot of people are. There were a couple of suggestions of that on a lot of my socials, and y'all are not wrong. You don't steer me wrong, so I appreciate y'all. That is going to be the end of the video. Jeez, man. You know how hard this is to give this away? You have no... every time I look, I'm like, I have to stop. And then I go eat some chicken breast and vegetables, bro. But it is what it is. Still, I'm doing this to try it. Everybody else can get to have this and make some friends. We'll be back, though, tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.